procession. Please rise for the posting of the colors by the Manhattan College Air Force Reserve Officer Training Corps, Detachment 560. Dr. Janet Rovenpour, Professor of Management and Chief Marshal, leads the procession carrying the Manhattan mace. Historically a weapon, the mace symbolizes authority, scholarship, and continuity, and traces its use in ceremonial processions to the Middle Ages. The Manhattan College mace features the Manhattan College seal, which was adapted from the seal of the Institute of the Christian Brothers. The sign of faith, the Lasallian star, is centered on the shield, with each of its 5 points representing the 5 core principles set forth by St. John Baptist de La Salle: respect for all people, quality education, inclusive community, concern for the poor and social justice, and faith in the presence of God. The college's name is etched around the shining star and completes the seal. The banner of the School of Liberal Arts is now presented. The Schools of Liberal Arts and Science are Manhattan's oldest schools, founded in 1853. The mission of the School of Liberal Arts supports the college's tradition of liberal inquiry, reflection on faith in relation to reason, emphasis on ethical conduct, and commitment to social justice. This school seeks to educate its students broadly, considering timeless issues and providing timely preparation so that its graduates turn into the informed, confident, ethical, and caring adults that today's world needs. The Dean of the School of Liberal Arts is Dr. Corey Vlad. The symbol of the School of Liberal Arts is the Lasallian Star. The banner of the Keiko School of Science is now presented. After 140 years in alliance with the School of Arts, the School of Science became a separate school in 1993. The Dean of the Keiko School of Science is Dr. Marcy Kelly. The mission of this school is to help our students to see, to know, and to act, to see their place and responsibilities in a world of conflicting moral and ethical claims, to know not only the how, but also the why of scientific inquiry, and to follow in a long line of Manhattan graduates who have made a difference in a wide variety of careers in science. The symbol of the atom on the banner of the Keiko School of Science represents the fundamental building block of this academic discipline. The gold and yellow of the banner of the Keiko School of Science reflects its academic heraldry. Following the banner are the graduate students who will be awarded Master of Science degrees from the Keiko School of Science. The banner of the School of Engineering is now proceeding forward. The School of Engineering was established in 1892. Its first graduate degree was granted in 1962. The Dean of the School of Engineering is Dr. Tim Ward. The mission of the Manhattan College School of Engineering is to prepare each student for a productive and rewarding career in engineering or a related profession. The orange color of the banner reflects the established academic heraldry. Following the banner are the graduate students who will be awarded master's degrees from the School of Engineering. Banner of the School of Education and Health is now processing in. The School of Education and Health was founded in 1921 and was officially granted a graduate division in 1937. The Dean of the school is Dr. Karen Nicholson. The School of Education and Health is committed to the mission of Manhattan College to provide a contemporary, person-centered education that embodies the Lasallian traditions of scholarship, excellence in teaching, respect for individual dignity, and commitment to social justice. In addition, its graduates are self-directed, reflective, scholarly professionals dedicated to the highest standards for themselves and those they serve. The iconic cupola that sits on top of Smith Auditorium is represented in blue, reflecting the academic heraldry of the discipline. The graduate students of the School of Education and Health follow its banner. The banner of the O'Malley School of Business is now presented. The School of Business was founded in 1927, 5 years after Manhattan was established on its current campus. Master's degrees were first awarded in 1978. The dean is Dr. Donald Gibson. Inspired by LaSallian tradition, the mission of this school is to prepare students from diverse backgrounds for the challenges that they will face as business and community leaders. The faculty of the school, as teachers, scholars, and mentors, foster the development of the whole person by taking advantage of the easy access to the business capital of the world, New York City, and integrating a values-based education with current business theory, skills, and practices. The banner for the O'Malley School of Business sports an olive drab design on behalf of the academic heraldry of the discipline. The graduate students of the O'Malley School of Business follow its banner. Banner of the School of Continuing and Professional Studies is now processing in. The School of Continuing and Professional Studies has its roots in the School of General Studies, which was founded in 1970. Master's degrees were first awarded in 2013. Dr. Stephen Goss is the dean. The mission of the School of Continuing and Professional Studies is to prepare adult students for success in emerging global, corporate, or industrial environments. The school is committed to creating and offering programs designed to serve the adult population. The banner boasts an image of a torch, the universal symbol of continuous learning. Following the banner are the graduate students from the School of Continuing and Professional Studies. Dr. Jessica Wilson, Associate Professor of Civil and Environmental Engineering, Director of the Environmental Engineering Graduate Program, and today's Faculty Marshal, leads the distinguished faculty of Manhattan College. Among this group are the program directors for the School of Education and Health, the School of Engineering, the Caicos School of Science, and the O'Malley School of Business. The essential features of the academic regalia worn at American college exercises originated in the garb of the Middle Ages. The hood was a head covering that, like the monk's cowl, dropped onto the shoulders. Today, each college has a distinctive colored hood lining by which its graduates may be recognized. In the Middle Ages, bachelor and master's degrees could be distinguished by the simplicity or elaborateness of their gowns. The wide velvet borders on the front of the doctoral gown and the velvet bars on the sleeves are colored according to the scholarly field of the wearer. The platform party is led by Manhattan College's Vice Presidents, Dr. William Clyde, Executive Vice President and Provost, Mr. Kevin Kavanaugh, Vice President for Enrollment Management, Mr. Craig Collins, Vice President for Facilities, Dr. Colette Geary, Interim Vice President for Mission and Strategic Initiatives, Dr. Ronald Gray, Vice President for Student Life, Mr. Thomas Moriello, Vice President for College Advancement, Mr. Matthew McManus, Vice President for Finance, Mr. James Ryan, Vice President and General Counsel, and Brother Jack Curran, Vice President for Mission. Included in our platform party are our college chaplain, Reverend Thomas Franks, Order of the Friars Minor Capuchin, Mr. Carlos Tonche, Registrar, and myself, Associate Provost Ronnie Roy. We welcome the Vice Presidents, the College Deans, the Manhattan College Trustees, our honorary degree recipient, and the President of Manhattan College to the platform.
Brother President, members of the Board of Trustees of Manhattan College, honored guests, administration and faculty, graduates, families, and friends. It's my pleasure to welcome you to the 181st Commencement exercises of Manhattan College, honoring those students who have successfully completed courses of study for master's degrees. By the authority of the Board of Regents of the State of New York, with the concurrence of the Board of Trustees of Manhattan College, and upon the recommendation of the deans of the faculties of the schools of the college, the President will confer degrees earned in the students' respective courses of study. My name is Dr. William Clyde. I'm Provost of Manhattan College, and I'll serve today as Master of Ceremonies. To begin this ceremony, I ask that you remain standing for the invocation to be given by Dr. Colette Geary, Interim Vice President for Mission and Strategic Initiatives. Please remain standing and join in the singing of our national anthem.
Let us remember that we are in the holy presence of God. We gather at this commencement ceremony to rejoice in the achievements of these graduates, the class of 2023. Loving God, you are the source of all of our blessings, and we come before you today with grateful hearts. Thank you for the immeasurable ways that you have blessed and transformed our world through the gift of Manhattan College and its Lasallian mission, which is known by its excellence in teaching, respect for human dignity, reflection on faith and reason, ethical conduct, and commitment to social justice. These graduating students are part of the living legacy of this Lasallian tradition. We ask that you bestow abundant blessings upon each of them on this special occasion. They have applied themselves so diligently to achieve the graduate degree. Nurture the hopes and dreams within their hearts and bring them to fullness by your grace. May they always walk in the paths of knowledge and truth. Inspire them to live lives of purpose. May they continue to develop their gifts and talents for the good of their families, their communities, and their chosen professions. We ask that your spirit be with Daniel Nigro and Oscar Leone as they share with us their messages this evening. We recognize today all those who have supported the class of 2023 along the academic journey, and so bless too their families, friends, and the members of the faculty and staff who have encouraged, supported, guided, and inspired them. As these graduates move forward on life's journey, may they remain confident in the steadfast care of the Jasper family, of which they will always remain a beloved member. Amen.
Please be seated. At this time, I'd like to welcome all of you to our 2023 graduation commencement. We convene today to honor and congratulate our students upon the completion of their courses of study, to celebrate their impressive record of accomplishment, and to acknowledge the hard work and sacrifice that has brought them to this point in their lives. Manhattan College is a close-knit community with relationships, affinities, and ties throughout the world. The college prepares men and women for a lifetime of service and collaborative work to improve the conditions of others and for success in building careers that transform their lives into reality and contribute to the greater good of society. Today we honor men and women who have realized their potential and who look forward to a bright future. In our celebration, we wish these graduates lifelong achievement and fulfillment. I would now like to recognize Brother Daniel Gardner, President of Manhattan College. The Manhattan College Board of Trustees is comprised of men and women who give generously of their time, their talent, and resources to assure that Manhattan College continues to fulfill its noble mission as a Lasallian Catholic institution. I would like to recognize the following members of the Board of Trustees who are here today. Mr. Thomas Farrell, Mr. Terrence Gaffney, Ms. Noreen Krall, Brother William Mann, Mr. Fred Morrow, Dr. Milo Reverso, and Brother Robert Smith. It is also my pleasure to introduce our honorary degree recipient, Mr. Daniel Nigro. And now I would like to recognize the graduate program directors and administrators of the School of Education and Health, the School of Engineering, the O'Malley School of Business, the Caicos School of Science, and the School of Continuing and Professional Studies, and the faculty members who work hard and diligently with our graduate students. Please stand and be recognized. Kindly hold your attention or your applause until all have been called. Dr. Corinne Fitzpatrick, Director of Mental Health Counseling. Dr. Ian Levy, Director of School Counseling. Sister Amija Kushner, Director of the Program in School Leadership. Dr. Michelle Bell, Director of Marriage and Family Therapy. Dr. Baman Lakui, Director of the Graduate Mechanical Engineering. Dr. Richard Carbonaro, Director of Graduate Chemical Engineering. Dr. Jessica Wilson, Director of Graduate Environmental Engineering. Dr. Mark Waldman, Co-Director of the MBA program. Dr. Richard Ross, Co-Director of the MBA program. Dr. Igor Eisenberg, Director of Graduate Computer Science. Ms. Rosemary Oso, Associate Dean of the School of Continuing and Professional Studies. Thank you for all you do for our students. By tradition, we begin our graduate commencement exercises at Manhattan College with the address by one of the graduates. To represent students receiving degrees today, it is a pleasure to introduce at this time Mr. Oscar Leon of the School of Continuing Professional Studies, who will deliver the valedictory address. Mr. Leon earned his BS in organizational management from the School of Continuing Professional Studies in May 2021. While employed full-time, he jumped right back into the Master of Science in Organizational Leadership. Today, he graduates with a 4.0 grade point average. Employed by Con Edison since 2005, Oscar has worked his way through the ranks, where he currently serves as department manager responsible for 24/7 operation of the Gas Emergency Response Center. Oscar plans to return to Manhattan College in the fall and pursue an MBA program in finance. It's now my pleasure to introduce Mr. Oscar Leon.
Brother Daniel, honored guests, faculty, parents, fellow graduates, and friends. It is an honor to stand before you as your valedictorian of our master's degree graduation ceremony. Congratulations to all of us for reaching this momentous milestone. I would like to take this opportunity to share some of my reflections about our journey and some qualities that I believe have enabled us to reach this point. Integrity is a quality that is critical to our success as learners and professionals. Integrity is not just an event, and it's also not just about being honest, but it's also about doing the right thing, especially when nobody's watching. As we move on to the next phase of our lives, let's remember that integrity is essential for building trust and establishing a strong reputation and relationships with others. Our hard work and dedication have brought us here today. The countless hours we spent studying, attending lectures, and working on projects while handling personal responsibilities with our families, loved ones, and our professions have finally paid off. The hard work we put in was not easy, but it was worth it. We must continue to apply this work ethic to our future endeavors. Resiliency and perseverance are essential for success. We have all faced obstacles and setbacks during our academic journey, but we did not give up. Instead, we persisted, we adapted, and we found solutions. These qualities will continue to be critical as we face new challenges in our personal and professional lives. Consistency is key to achieving success. It's the small actions that we take daily, such as studying, attending class, completing assignments, that add up to significant accomplishments. It's the small habits that we cultivate daily that create the foundation for our success. By the way, it's also okay to celebrate these small actions. While they might not seem grand at the moment, and while we all realize that reaching the destination is ultimately what drives us, it's the journey that builds who we are. We must embrace the fact that failure is part of the learning process. We should not be afraid to fail. Instead, we should embrace them, learn from our mistakes, and we should use them as stepping stones towards success. Failures can be valuable teachers if we approach them with the right mindset. Appreciation is a quality that I think is often overlooked, but is essential for our overall well-being. It's essential to appreciate the people around us who supported us on this journey, including our families, friends, professors, and colleagues. We must also appreciate ourselves and recognize our own hard work and achievements. Family is the backbone of our support system. They have been there for us through our academic journey, providing emotional support and encouragement. Let us try to take every moment possible to express our gratitude to them for their love, support, guidance, and patience. Discipline is the foundation of our success. The ability to follow through on our commitments, keeping our promises, and staying focused on our goals is essential for achieving our success. We must continue to cultivate this quality as we move forward in our personal and professional lives. Balance is essential for our overall well-being. As we move forward, and granted, I have yet to figure this part out, let's remember to diligently try to balance our work with our personal lives because it's important to take care of our physical and mental health and find times for the things and the people that make us happy. Relentlessness is the drive to pursue our goals with passion and determination. We must continue to challenge ourselves, set those ambitious goals, and work tirelessly to achieve them. Humility is an essential quality that allows us to learn from others, admit our mistakes, and continue to grow. As we move forward, let us remain humble and recognize that there's always more to learn. Personal development is a lifelong process. We must continue to grow and develop new skills to become better people, to remain competitive, and adapt to the ever-changing landscape of our industries. Acknowledging challenges and focusing on solutions is a vital quality that enables us to overcome obstacles and reach our goals. We must recognize the challenges we face and find creative solutions to overcome them. Emotional intelligence is the ability to recognize, understand, and manage our own emotions and the emotions of others. While it is an incredibly challenging quality to obtain, at least for me, I believe that fully understanding emotional intelligence is a forever journey that I'm willing to embark on, because it's this quality that is essential for building strong relationships and collaborating effectively with others, both on a personal and professional level. Finally, we must never give up on our dreams. Let us continue to pursue our passions with determination and resolve. We should always be willing to summon the courage necessary to challenge ourselves and step out of our comfort zones. It is only by taking risks and pushing ourselves that we can achieve greatness. Let these values guide us as we pursue our goals and strive to make a positive impact on ourselves and on those around us. I'd like to conclude with a quote by the great Nelson Mandela. "Do not judge me by my success, but judge me by how many times I fell down and got back up again." Thank you, and go Jaspers.
Thank you, Oscar. The men and women of the class of 2023 join a remarkable body of alumni who provide outstanding examples of leadership, achievement, and service to others. Our graduates serve their city, their nation, their professions, and their college by continuing to apply the excellent education they received at Manhattan College and to exemplify the Lasallian virtues and principles that were encouraged in their years here. I now have the honor of calling forward Mr. Daniel Nigro as a candidate for the honorary degree. The degree will be conferred by Brother Daniel Gardner. The citation will be read by Mr. Kevin Kavanaugh. Mr. Nigro will receive his doctoral hood from Brother Robert Smith and Ms. Noreen Kroll, members of the Manhattan College Board of Trustees. Will Mr. Nigro, Brother Robert, Ms. Kroll, and Mr. Kavanaugh please come forward? Brother President, I have the honor of presenting to you Mr. Daniel Nigro as a candidate for the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa.
Manhattan College is privileged to recognize Daniel A. Nigro, former Commissioner of the New York City Fire Department, and his life of distinguished service. According to the homegrown American philosopher Ralph Waldo Emerson, a hero is someone who is, quote, afraid to run away, end quote. It is a powerful and compelling description. To serve those in need, heroes often will walk into danger when most people would be sorely tempted to flee. Courage for the greater good. This quality aptly defines the career of Commissioner Nigro. After more than 5 decades with the FDNY, 53 of them in uniform, combating blazes and saving lives, you assumed steadily increasing positions of responsibility, retiring in March of 2022 as the 33rd Fire Commissioner. Commissioner Nigro, you have stood among the truly extraordinary individuals who have readily confronted danger for the sake of others. Indeed, you personally have confronted some of the most perilous moments in our city's 400-year history. So doing, you have demonstrated courage, faith, and an unwavering commitment to service, values that Manhattan College hold dear. As a Lasallian school, our commitment demonstrates faith and zeal for the service of others in our community. A lifelong resident of Queens, New York, you are the grandson of Italian immigrants and the son of an FDNY captain. Joining the department in 1969, you bravely served our city and its residents, combating blazes in Manhattan, the Bronx, and Queens. On September 11, 2001, you were with fellow FDNY leaders who responded to the attacks on the World Trade Center. By sheer chance, you were among those who survived the disaster. You took charge of the recovery efforts. Recalling that day, you have noted, quote, "You just try to show strength. You keep the sadness in the background," end quote. Although you retired from uniformed service in 2002, you were called back 12 years later. Among your achievements, you successfully led efforts to recruit more women and people of color than at any time in FDNY history. Significantly expanding fire safety education efforts, you initiated programs that brought more smoke alarms and carbon monoxide detectors to local businesses and residences. And of course, you admirably directed the department's response to COVID-19. Commissioner Nigro, when you announced your retirement in 2022, you offered an assurance in the Daily News, declaring, quote, "I'll still be around," end quote. We, your fellow New Yorkers, would expect nothing less. Throughout the course of your long career, your unsurpassed commitment made our city better and safer. We recognize that your life demonstrates our core Lasallian principles of faith in the presence of God, respect for all persons, inclusive community, concern for the poor and social justice, and quality education. In acknowledgement of your courageous service and astute leadership on behalf of the common good, Manhattan College is grateful to honor you today. Brother President, I present to you Commissioner Daniel A. Nigro, and I invite you to confer upon him the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, Honoris Causa.
By the authority granted to Manhattan College by the Regents of the University of the State of New York, and with the approval of our Board of Trustees, I confer upon Daniel Nigro the degree Doctor of Humane Letters, Honoris Causa, with all rights and privileges pertaining to that rank. Ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased to present to you Dr. Daniel Nigro, who will deliver the commencement address. Dr. Nigro.
Well, thank you very much. That was quite an introduction. But today's not about me, maybe a little. And Dr. Nigro has quite a ring to it. But seriously, it's about you. It's about the graduates, and it's about their families and friends. Congratulations to all of the graduates. You are to be commended for the hard work necessary to earn your advanced degrees. And thank you to the families and friends for the support they've given you, making this day possible. Although I don't, until now, have a graduate degree, I can speak from experience about how difficult I know it was for you. After I received my bachelor's degree more than 50 years ago, I told myself that I would, when things calmed down, return to school someday for a master's degree. As the years passed and my life never seemed to be without interference of one type or another, I never did return to school. So I know that each of you decided, despite all the things in your lives that may have interfered to either continue with your education or to go back and put the hours and hours required to get you here today. Well done. Well done. You know, any time I was scheduled to speak somewhere, my father, whose advice I valued, would remind me that Abraham Lincoln's Gettysburg Address was quite brief at 271 words. Don't ramble on, he would advise. And I always replied, I'm quite tall, but I'm no Lincoln. But I always do try to follow his wise advice. So staying with historical references, as King Henry VIII allegedly said to Catherine of Aragon and his 5 other wives, I won't keep you very long. This is my first opportunity to deliver a commencement address, so of course, I Googled it. And all the references mentioned using one's career and life experiences to deliver sage advice to the graduates. So here we go. On the occasion of his 80th birthday, Robert Frost, who was arguably the greatest poet America ever produced, was asked, after all of these years and all of your travels, what can you tell us about life? Now, I can imagine everyone in attendance leaning in, not wanting to miss a word from the wisdom of Robert Frost. And he said, I can answer that question in 3 words. It goes on. Picture the confusion and disappointment on the faces of those present. That's it? Life goes on? I'm sure they were expecting more. So just as I previously stated, I'm no Lincoln, I'm also no Robert Frost, but perhaps I've learned enough after having served in the New York City Fire Department for part of all of 7 decades to be able to elaborate by combining the wisdom of Robert Frost with that of the great philosopher Mike Tyson, who once stated, everyone has a plan until they get punched in the face. Life indeed goes on. Whatever your chosen profession, you will all have bad days at the office. If your lives follow the same trajectory as mine, most days pass pleasantly or at least tolerably, but none of you will have a life without setbacks and disappointments. Your plans may be upended by that punch in the face described by Mr. Tyson. I've had my share, none worse than September 11, 2001. That was indeed the worst imaginable bad day at the office. What began as a beautiful late summer day that energizes you and puts a bounce in your step suddenly became a nightmare of destruction. For those of us in the fire department, it could not have been a worse disaster. While trying to rescue those trapped in the towers, 343 brave members of the department lost their lives, along with many of their brothers and sisters in law enforcement and more than 2,000 innocent civilians. That afternoon, as we survivors stood in the middle of what became known as Ground Zero, we realized that despite this agonizing experience, we had to continue to honor our sworn mission, the oath that all members of the department take to protect life and property in the city of New York. In the days and weeks that followed until the end of May 2002, we never left Ground Zero. We continued our search for the remains of those that perished. While life ended that day for the unfortunate victims, life indeed went on for their families and loved ones, and we did all we could to return them to their families. When things are at their bleakest, we receive the strength to continue from the relationships we develop over a lifetime. Relationships, whether with family and friends or with coworkers, must be nurtured over our lifetimes by kindness and by trust. Just as your relationships helped you achieve the degrees you receive today, strong and loving relationships will help you throughout your lives. Your good days and may they be many, will be more enjoyable, and the inevitable bad days will be survivable. I cannot describe relationships in 3 words like Robert Frost described life, but I think the secret to good relationships is quite simple. It's the bedrock of many religions and beliefs. Treat others as you would care to be treated. Treat everyone that you meet with dignity and with respect. Be known for your kindness and your understanding. Be dependable and surround yourself with those you can depend on. Someday you will need support. I did. I believe that the support that allowed me to carry on after 9/11 was there because I had, perhaps unknowingly, nurtured it over my lifetime. My family, friends, and coworkers all gave me every day the strength needed to do what was expected of me. With the degrees you've earned, you'll undoubtedly be leaders. Lead kindly, lead generously, set an example. Do your part in making our world a little better each day. When I look back at my career, I realize that my best experiences involve doing something good for someone other than myself. I know that it will be the same for you, as you have received an outstanding education here based on the principles of the founders of this institution. Again, my sincere congratulations to each and every one of you, and my gratitude to Manhattan College for this great honor and for being for so many years such an important part of our great city. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Nigro. We come now to the central and main purpose of these commencement exercises, the awarding of degrees earned in course. We now call upon Dr. Karen Nicholson, Dean of the School of Education and Health, to present the candidates from the School of Education and Health.
Can they hear me? Oh. Brother President, I am pleased to present to you the candidates of the School of Education and Health, Class of 2023, whose names are inscribed on this scroll, who have completed the prescribed course of studies and have been certified as meriting, as well as those who will shortly be certified the degree of Master of Arts and Master of Science. Brother Daniel, on behalf of the faculty of the School of Education and Health, I request that you confer upon these candidates the degrees to which they are entitled. Candidates, please be seated.
I now call upon Dr. Tim Ward, Dean of the School of Engineering, to present the candidates from the School of Engineering.
Let me get this silly mask off. Engineers, good to see you this afternoon. Will the candidates for the degrees of Master of Science and Master of Engineering in the School of Engineering please rise? Brother President, I am pleased to present to you the candidates of the School of Engineering, Class of 2023, whose names are inscribed on this scroll, who have completed the prescribed course of studies and have been certified, as well as those who will shortly be certified, and you know who you are, as meriting the degree of Master of Science or Master of Engineering. Brother Daniel, on behalf of the faculty in the School of Engineering, I request that you confer upon these candidates the degrees to which they are entitled. Candidates, please be seated.
I now call upon Dr. Donald Gibson, Dean of the O'Malley School of Business, to present the candidates from the O'Malley School of Business.
Will the candidates for the degree of the Master of Business Administration in the O'Malley School of Business please rise? All right, you look good. Brother President, I am pleased to present to you the candidates of the O'Malley School of Business, class of 2023, whose names are duly inscribed on this scroll, who have completed the prescribed course of studies and have been certified, as well as those who will shortly be certified as meriting the degree of Master of Business Administration. Brother Daniel, on behalf of the faculty of the O'Malley School of Business, I request that you confer upon these candidates the degree to which they are entitled. Candidates, please be seated. Thank you.
I now call upon Dr. Marcy Kelly, Dean of the Keiko School of Science, to present the candidates from the Keiko School of Science.
Will the candidates for the degree of Master of Science in the Keiko School of Science please rise? We may be small, but we are mighty. Brother President, I am pleased to present to you the candidates of the Keiko School of Science, class of 2023, whose names are inscribed on this scroll, who have completed the prescribed course of studies and have been certified as meriting the degree of Master of Science. Brother Daniel, on behalf of the faculty of the Keiko School of Science, I request that you confer upon these candidates the degree to which they are entitled. Candidates, please be seated.
And we now call upon Dr. Stephen Goss, Dean of the School of Continuing and Professional Studies, to present the candidates from the School of Continuing and Professional Studies.
Will the candidates for the degree of Master of Science in the School of Continuing Professional Studies please rise? Brother President, I am pleased to present to you the members of the School of Continuing and Professional Studies, class of 2023, whose names are inscribed on this scroll, who have completed the prescribed course of studies and have been certified, as well as those who will be shortly certified as meriting the degree of Master of Science. Brother Daniel, on behalf of the faculty of the School of Continuing and Professional Studies, I request that you confer upon these candidates the degree in which they are titled. Candidates, you may be seated.
All master's candidates, please rise.
By the authority granted to Manhattan College by the Regents of the University of the State of New York, and with the approval of the Board of Trustees of Manhattan College, and upon the recommendation of the deans, directors, and faculties, of the School of Education and Health, the School of Engineering, the O'Malley School of Business, the Caicos School of Science, and the School of Continuing and Professional Studies, I confer upon you the degree Master of Arts, Master of Science, Master of Engineering, Master of Business Administration, as presented with all the rights and privileges pertaining to that degree.
Congratulations. Please be seated. The graduates will now be recognized individually by school. We will first present the graduates of the School of Education and Health, followed by the School of Engineering, the O'Malley School of Business, the Caicos School of Science, and the School of Continuing and Professional Studies. As the graduate students come forward, they will receive their hoods from the dean of their respective schools and receive their diplomas from Brother Daniel. Graduates, please follow the directions of the marshals. I would ask that the graduate students to please remove their caps as they come forward to receive their hoods. Again, please hold your applause until all graduates from each school receive their hoods and their diplomas so that we can hear the names of the next graduate. Will the candidates for the degrees of Master of Arts and Master of Science in the School of Education and Health please rise and begin to come forward? Dr. Corinne Fitzpatrick, Professor of Education, and Dr. Michelle Bell, Assistant Professor of Education, will read the names of the graduates as they process across the stage.
Rochelle Ashani Brock. Elvira Bujaj. Kyra Chen. Sophia Marie Cousins. Justina Karavonik. Kiara Nicole Delgado. Ambar E. Dominguez. Jessica Gomez Acevedo. Sam Crusette Harari. Adio Hayward. Frances Nicole Johnson. Catherine Ray Pagano. Carlos Napoleon Rivas Rada. Emma L. Ruiz. Jenna Jacqueline Seabrook St. Luce.
Philip Butler Camp.
Taylor Bridget Carroll.
Carolyn Ann Crocker.
Priscilla DeLone.
Rosani Encarnación.
Anna Esther Kravchik.
Saoirse Michelle Lee.
Andrew James Machado.
Odaris Palacios.
Marion Persa.
Jackie Elise Rodriguez.
Anastasia Tarapsibis.
Anna Ursachi.
Melanie Vonueza.
Roseli Astacio. Brianna Gabriela Avalos.
Gabriella Bardelli.
Aminata Bachili.
David Paul Beaver Jr.
Jennifer del Carmen Chong.
Ashley Melissa Dulce.
Ashley Flores.
Tara Marie Fox.
Julie D. Gelpi Rosenberg.
Niove Gomez.
Alexa Susan Hennessy.
Grace Liponer.
Madeline Marian Labono.
Hannah Rose Marino.
Alexandra Nicole Melissus.
Danielle Porco.
Samantha Nicole Rennie.
Danielle Alyssa Rivas.
Brianna K. Ronchik.
Amanda Marie Scalisi.
Jacqueline M. Sullivan.
Ashley Tromer.
Naisha Tara Grant. Esther Amisor. Brenna Scanlon. Cameron Selena Stover Donabauer. Talia Ugarte.
Congratulations to all the graduates of the School of Education and Health. Will the graduates for the Master of Science and the Master of Engineering please step forward? Dr. Baman Litkui, Professor of Mechanical Engineering, and Dr. Gennaro Mafia, Professor of Chemical Engineering, will read the names of the graduates.
Janila Barif. Brandon Diaz. Charlie Fernandez. Anne-Marie Freshour. Jonathan Adakari. Tiffany Lamb. Sophia Olson. Nicholas Pariah. Gianna Villani. Francisca Villar. Lauren Wright. Maggie Lee Zakak. Nicole Kamach. Swaibu Cisse. David Greas. Okay, thank you. K.O. Lamar Gunter. Andrija Kuristik. Yeah. Piero Olea. Yes. Kaltrina Novaj. Alexander Rodriguez. Charles Barnes. Peter Giordano. Thank you. Angel? Okay. Okay. Angel Gutierrez. Timothy Hauslier. Sorry. I've had a lot of that. I had a lot of students like that. Tiffany Nguyen. Anik Rashid. Okay. Joseph Michael Spinelli. Charles Michael Windsor. Jason A. Hanser. Okay, you ready? Yoon Haman Ong. Catalin Marius Jerusalem. Close enough. I got it. Hussein Faris. Edward Joel Joaquin Cortez. Thank you. Alyssa Marie McShay. Okay, thank you. Gina Marie Teresa Napoli. Alyssa Palastro. Jonathan Eduardo Villay. Debbie Ann Wallace.
محدثه قلی تبار.
Thank you. Obed Antwi Apaya. I apologize ahead of this. Shahzaib Sakidwi. I got it. Jessica Estella Guerrero. Anne Lydia Musimi. Matthew Leo Sweeney.
Matthew Barbuti. Liam Begany. Christopher Bernardi. Veronica Caruso. Paul Castrillon. Andrea Seriati. Philip Michael Kummer. Nabayat Kechu. Jeremy Golosetti. Kevin Lazo. Noah Mensch. Dorian Molini. Hector Mora. Joseph Olson. Ryan Troom.
Congratulations to the graduates from the School of Engineering. Will the graduates for the Master of Business Administration please step forward? Dr. Mark Waldman, Associate Professor of Accounting, Law, and CIS, and Co-Director of the MBA program, and Dr. Richard Ross, Visiting Instructor of Accounting, Law, and CIS, and Co-Director of the MBA program, will call the names of the graduates.
Joseph Adargwa.
Joanna Becerra.
Michael Roland George Benjamin.
Paul Bolada.
Brianna Bonfiglia.
Michael Anthony Botiglieri.
Kieran Matthew Brosnan.
Angel Manuel Caraballo, Jr.
Christopher Canellis.
Rishimin Janae Cowart.
Caroline Maro D'Agostino. Natanya Ariana Deuter.
Francesca Diaz.
Paula Espitia.
Jeffrey Antoine Etienne.
Claire Murphy Farrelly O'Brien.
John Farrelly.
Jennifer Flores.
Matthew Philip Glassman.
I might think so.
Miles Imhoff.
Lauren May Hughes.
Audrey Sarah Johnston.
Aoife Christy Kearney.
Elizabeth Nicole Kroll.
Serena Marie Lewis.
John Francis Lynch.
Liam E. McDermott.
Dana Lee McGinley.
Sean Patrick McKay.
Allison Marie Murphy.
Robert William Penna.
Anthony Reese.
Megan Rodino.
Gemma Ruiz Garcia.
Matthew Martin Shennett.
Amanda Susan Taus.
Stephen Vasquez.
Mark Von Glan Jr. Fatoumata Saho.
Congratulations to the graduates of the O'Malley School of Business. Will the graduates for the Master of Science from the Caicos School of Science please step forward? Dr. Alexander Sisko, Assistant Professor of Mathematics, will call the names of the graduates.
Corey Curran. Tiffany Shea French. Joshua David Herman. Andrew Lee Nelson.
Congratulations to our graduates from the Keiko School of Science. Will the graduates for the Master of Science in the School of Continuing and Professional Studies please step forward? Ms. Rosemary Oso, Associate Dean in the School of Continuing and Professional Studies, will call the names of the graduates.
Oscar Alfredo Leon. Tyler Clark Fagler. Eileen Sandy Fiore. Nicole Latasha Glover. Christina Harpershad. Janelle Maurice Joe. Henry LaFontaine. Suzanne Levy. Jasmine Matthews. Nicole Marie Miller. Loveline Wanku. Gemma Trinity Perez. Angel Ruiz.
Congratulations to our graduates from the School of Continuing and Professional Studies. At this time, I'd like to recognize our graduate students who have been awarded medals and prizes. Would the recipients of the awards please come forward when your name is called to receive your award? Next in merit, please rise when your name is called to be recognized. The Fitzpatrick Family Medal, won by Marianne Pershew. Next in merit is Brenna Scanlon. Congratulations. The Frank Derbenwick Award, awarded ex aequo Brandon Deese and Joshin George. Congratulations. The James Strakansky 62 Air Products Award, awarded ex aequo Anne-Marie Freshour and Gianna Villani. And next in merit is Lauren Wright. And the award for excellence in the graduate study of environmental engineering, won by Anne Museem. And next in merit was Jose Sanchez Castillo. I would like to acknowledge those students who have been inducted into Kappa Delta Pi, the International Honor Society in the field of education. The names of these graduate students are listed in your program. Kappa Delta Pi students, please stand and be recognized. Congratulations. Will those students of Omicron Chi, the National Honor Society for Chemical Engineering, please stand and be recognized? Their names are also listed in the program. I would also like to recognize the students who have been inducted into Sigma Xi, the National Honor Society for Scientific Research. Their names too are listed in the program. Sigma Xi, please stand and be recognized. Congratulations to all. I now call upon Brother Daniel Gardner, President of Manhattan College, for his congratulatory remarks. Brother Dan?
Thank you very much, Dr. Clyde. Good evening to everyone. It's my great honor and privilege to be with you this evening and to conclude this solemn ceremony with some words of recognition, some reflections on LaSallian values, and a blessing. We must recognize all the many people who had a part in the journey of the graduates to get here today. As educators who believe that what we do here at Manhattan College is always a vocation and not a job, today is a wonderful reminder of how that vocation can influence and propel the sacred journey of learning for the students who have been entrusted into our care for both intellectual and moral development. Provost Clyde and Deans, thank you for leading us through this ceremony and for your great care of our students. Faculty, staff, and administrators, we especially recognize your essential role of imparting knowledge and nurturing the whole person of our graduates over the course of their journey here at Manhattan. Thank you to our trustees as well for your guidance and strong support of Manhattan College and for your presence here tonight. Please look at these graduates today and recognize what a great job has been done with all of their accomplishments. Tonight is also a time to recognize the family, friends, and supporters of the graduates. They have consistently supported you graduates in your quest for excellence. They nurtured you throughout your lives and instilled the excellence instinct in you. So I ask all of our graduates today to stand up, to turn around, and to give your guests a strong round of applause for being with you throughout the journey. Okay, you can sit down now. I'd like to recognize the excellent contributions of Dr. Daniel Nigru, who joins our ranks as a new Jasper tonight. Congratulations also to Oscar Leon on his great achievement tonight and for his inspirational words. So tonight is commencement. Webster's dictionary tells us that to commence is to make a beginning. This solemn ceremony marks the beginning of a new phase of your professional lives. You are now masters of your profession with all the knowledge and skill that accompany the title of master. Congratulations to you, our class of 2023, on your achievements and all the difficult work that you've completed to achieve all of this today. However, commencing from Manhattan College makes you more than just a master of your field and of your knowledge. I pray tonight that the classes, projects, group work, theses, capstones, and all the other difficulties that you went through made you a master of your profession who is guided by a very particular set of values. Here is where the LaSallian Catholic charism of Manhattan College combines with a curriculum of excellence to shape the world through our graduates. Manhattan College values provide you with a critical lens to focus on many important ways to conduct your professional lives. Perhaps through the value of sustainability that we often talk about. Pope Francis tells us in Laudato Si, "Yet we are called to be instruments of God our Father, so that our planet might be what God desired when God created it and correspond with his plan for peace, beauty, and fullness. The problem is that we still lack the culture needed to confront this crisis. We lack leadership capable of striking out on new paths and meeting the needs of the present with concern for all without prejudice towards coming generations." A question: will you be those new leaders to guide our culture's sustainability policies in the future? Our LaSallian values often speak about faith. A recent document from the LaSallian headquarters called the Declaration speaks about the sense of faith emanating from LaSallian institutions by saying, our LaSallian faith is an active, committed faith. It invites us to come out of the quiet of our communities and the comfort zone of our missions. It is also a faith that seeks, a faith that risks, a faith that commits itself, a faith that discovers God within the vicissitudes of history and in the face of the excluded and irrelevant. Will you come out of your comfort zones as professionals, armed with your master's knowledge, to take those risks for someone beyond yourselves? As we acknowledge service as one of our key values, we need to look no further than right here in this dais for a living example of public service. As Dr. Nigro described in his moving remarks about the role that he and the FDNY provided during and in the days following September 11th, we see the ultimate examples of service. Tonight we ask you, how will you use your knowledge in the service of others, of our community, for the larger good? Will you be a person at the service of your families, your local communities, your church, your country? We can continue to speak about the many other values such as community, leadership, balance, relentlessness, and many of the things that Oscar Leon mentioned in his own valedictory speech tonight. But the main question for you to consider: how will I use those values now that I am a master in my professional field? I would ask that you take that question with you tonight as you embark into the world as a check and balance for your new professional lives in this world. Finally, as you depart from Manhattan College on this most happy occasion, please allow me to impart a small benediction for you. May God always be with you and all in your house. May respect always follow you because you have so many friends and because you strive to help those who may not even be your friends. May you have the strength to make difficult decisions with kindness and honor. May you always remember where you came from and understand where you are going in this life. May your eyes always be open to the needs of others, especially the poor and the marginalized. May you maintain the values that Manhattan College has helped you to develop throughout your entire lives. And may peace, hope, and happiness follow you in everything you do. So congratulations on a job well done. I will pray for the class of 2023 each and every day of my life from this point forward. Know that you always have a home away from home at Manhattan College. Go Jaspers.
Thank you, Brother Dan. Before we conclude today's ceremony, I would like to thank all who played a role, large and small, in the planning and success of this graduate commencement exercise. Thank you for making it a wonderful day and memorable for our graduates, their families, and friends. And I'd like to thank all of you for being here with us. Please rise now and join in the singing of O Shining Star Manhattan. The words are on the second page of your program. Please remain standing as the academic procession exits. Thank you.
Throughout the years Roswell, Manhattan, to speak the truth in love. With De La Salle to give our all, with eyes set firm above. Oh, shining star Manhattan, that stands up on the hill, and lights our years through joys and tears, and guides us ever still. Manhattan, dear Manhattan, our light up on the hill. Manhattan, dear Manhattan, a star that guides us still.
Work that time, Andy.